Hello students, in this lecture I am going to explain the success of classical free electron theory and as well as what are the drawbacks of classical free electron theory. So as the classical free electron theory successfully verifies the Ohm's law and it successfully explains the conductivity of metals. Not all the materials, it successfully explains the conductivity of metals. And it successfully explains the Weidmann-Franz law. So Weidmann-Franz law means it is the ratio of thermal conductivity to electrical conductivity at a particular temperature is a constant value. So what is the Weidmann-Franz? What is the Weidmann-Franz law? The ratio of thermal conductivity to electrical conductivity at a particular temperature is a constant value. So this L is nothing but a Lorentz number. So whose value is 2.45 into 10 power minus 8 watt dash meters ohm square and Kelvin power minus 2. And it successfully explains some of the optical properties of material. So these are the main success of the classical free electron theory. It tries to explain the specific heat of materials, but according to the classical free electron theory, the specific heat of materials is almost 4.5 into R. But practically that value is 3R only. So while this deviation, this theory unable to explain. And this theory unable to explain the conductivity mechanism in semiconductors and insulators also. And in addition to that, this theory unable to explain the paramagnetic behavior of materials. So these are the main success and drawbacks of the classical free electron theory. So in this session we are also learning what is Weidmann-Franz law. As I have explained, Weidmann-Franz law means it is the ratio of thermal conductivity to electrical conductivity. Okay, so as we know that, so let us consider a material, so which is heating at one end. Okay, so this end becomes hot, and whenever this metallic material is heated at one end, the electrons gains the kinetic energy. They moves from hot end to cold end. So the temperature at the hot end is T2 and the temperature at the cold end is T1. Now the thermal conductivity is defined as the amount of heat flows through the material is proportional to the unit temperature gradient per unit area of cross section. So Tt is the temperature difference between the T2 to T1. Dx is the current, the amount of heat flows through particular region dx. So to remove the proportionality constant, we can keep the one constant K, so which is known as thermal conductivity. Okay. So now we know that electrical conductivity value. So sigma is nothing but electrical conductivity, that means the amount of the charges flowing through per unit area of cross section. So if we can take the ratio of K by sigma at a particular temperature, that is a constant value. So what is the meaning of Weidmann-Franz law is the number of electrons which are participating in the electrical conduction process, the same number of electrons are participating in the thermal conduction process at a particular temperature, and that value is always constant. That constant value is nothing but Lagrange number. Now, in the next session, we are going to see the quantum free electron theory, which tries to explain the many drawbacks of the classical free electron theory, as the classical free electron theory unable to explain the several concepts like the photoelectric effect, Compton effect and black body radiation. Also all these concepts, how they are explained by the quantum theory, we are going to see our next lecture.